Hello and welcome. As always, we are back for a Terraforming Mars Solo challenge. We have 12 generations to terraform the whole planet, but we don't just stop at terraforming the whole planet. We want to get the alternate win condition, 63 TR, and over 100 points, hopefully more, even more. Interesting, all of these companies revolve around building tags, either building tag discount, putting placements down to get steel production, which you then use for buildings, or a microbe synergy that you can pay off using buildings to get plant income. Really hard to make that one work, but we're interested. Miranda, if there's some sort of animal thing, ecology experts for a green card on turn 1. There is a ecological zone. If there was even something like what do you call it? My God, I'm drawing blanks on simple things. Yeah, meat industry, the thing I always mention. Then ecological zone early with a bunch of green tag stuff, that could go so hard. You put Miranda in game and whoop, baby. Instead, we're kind of looking at a meh, like strip mine is amazing. Jetstream is at least something to do that terraforms Venus. A little bit of heat income, pretty mediocre start all in. No building tag microbe synergy, really. No placement bonuses, that is. We could just go slow. I mean, we could grab the Miranda. There is card draw Miranda, but it's hard to justify that when you can just go get cards on Pluto. And then because there's nothing much to do in the first gen, we could lean into production instead of getting upfront resources, right? If we had something that we wanted to play on the first turn that cost us titanium, we could get 4 titanium. Instead, we could invest in the Jovian tag and get a card. That doesn't seem that much better than just getting the 4 titanium, to be honest. Unless I know I'm going to go into a science or titanium, like Jovian build. I don't think I'm going to. There was a Jovian tag here, but it doesn't use what I want. Instead, we can use that turn 1 titanium on jet streams. We can strip mine with the 2 energy that we're going to have coming in. We have a discount on building tags, so it's probably in our interest to grab a couple of cards here. I do want to have enough left over for the strip mine. And just to confirm, I'm not taking Miranda because I'm also not taking ecological zone. I would only take one if I could have the other. In terms of ocean, it is nice to get these 2 out of the way early. There isn't really that much great stuff. Maybe a card draw for later, but we're not too worried about that. I don't have enough money for the jet stream and the strip mine, but I am not skipping the strip mine. We could do a heat bump. I'd rather save that for when we get close to getting the free heat income from the track. So either way, we have 2 steel, 2 titanium production, a little bit of heat trickling in. Not bad, all things considered. I don't mind a little bit more production. Venusian animals is great. A science tag for floaters is saves us a whole titanium, and if we play it later, could be a point as well. Again, I don't have enough for it on this turn, but that's okay. I don't know. I want more titanium income, of course, but do I really need it? All of these things are like building tags. So I'm just wondering where I want to place the mining rights. Still, a really cheeky spot so that we don't get locked out of anything is up here. We can always move our greeneries north from there. If I had $1 million, I could get some house printing. But let's move on. We could have played the heat bump card this turn, but instead we're going to wait so that right now we're set up for this heat income. Money microbes, yes. Energy income, yes. And a science tag here, yes. I mean, I'd love Inventors Guild as well, but I just can't take all of the cards or I will have nothing left. In terms of using energy to trade, I don't think I'm in a huge rush. Like, I don't have to force nuclear power this turn. I could wait. Certainly we want the small asteroid. The other thing on my list is Jetstream, because that'll help me get the sulfur bacteria a little bit earlier. It does mean I don't get house printing this turn, which I wanted to use on the nuclear power. But I don't want to hold off on Venus any longer. I feel like I've already kind of delayed quite far. I could trade my 3 titanium for something else, but I'd rather wait and see what we get. So we can get some Venus help. Again, we're trying to get to 6%, I believe. Cryo sleep for better trading, doubling up on a trading colony. That's lovely. If we could buy the first colony, we would be excited about that, but I can't even get the first. So this isn't super clutch just yet. Still, that does mean I can get my energy income and then perhaps save money so that I can buy a colony next gen and go for it that way. It's hard to say, but you know, it kind of works. Likely we'd want the card draw. 2 colonies on card draw. You know, if you go 2 colonies on plant production, do you ever get a lot of plants? It basically solves your plant income for the game. The problem is I don't have that many oceans, which we can kind of rectify with oceans from the government right now. I could have done a heat bump instead, but the heat's okay. Spaceport for a second colony. So now I want the energy colony, because if I trade with the energy colony, then I get insane amounts of energy. Oh my god! Even this here is incredible as well. Holy. So, what comes first? What colony comes first? I mean, like, this is crazy to me. All of this is incredible. I don't really have the oceans down yet, which makes me want to go for the energy colony and just save the heat track. Like I can... Doubling up on Pluto is great because you get another card cycle, but it doesn't help with this break-even point. If I'm going to have 2 fleets every turn, then I always can trade with Callisto, get the energy back, and then boom, go somewhere else. I just don't know, like... Again, getting 5 plants per gen on a trade just feels incredible. I don't think you need to double on Callisto. Just 1 there is okay. So that's kind of what's running through my head. In a competitive game, of course, Pluto is always the right choice. It might even be the right choice now, but it's the gambler's choice. Let's just lock into some consistency here. None of it was immediate gains. And then... You know, we take our cryo sleep, fine. I'm not sure that that was the right call, just because it was expensive, but... Boom, baby. I'll give up 1 adjacency to move forward. Okay, Electro Catapult. Super worthwhile next gen, for sure. And again, if we can get 2... colony ships, like, wouldn't that be something? Or no to all this. I mean, some of it's nice, but I think at this point we're really trying to focus on just playing our cards. We did just unlock our money microbes. First I need Electro Catapult. I mean, there's a lot to do here. Electro Catapult and selling a plant seems pretty reasonable. Trading for 13 energy just to clear it out, or 4 cards. I mean, look, I want 5 plants. It's a greenery. It's the reason why we need to play a spaceport colony. I mean, you just have to, right? You just need... Oh, but then I don't have enough energy to trade next gen unless I use... titanium, which is gonna annoy me. But yeah, another greenery this turn. And if I actually pick up this steel, that unlocks house printing. Again, I would have wanted money microbes and a couple other cards, but... We're moving here. We're gonna have a lot of energy next turn for heat. We want oceans more than like anything, just because of the adjacencies that we're giving up on. Earth Office, I mean, I have not been picking the cards that work with that. Money Microbes makes this work, and I have all this extra titanium that I'm not spending on anything. Though I did just get some space events. Let's grab a baked ammonia asteroid. Probably the card I buy the most often and don't end up using, which is fine. It just sucks. I also want to use titanium to trade this gen, unfortunately. And there's no way to get energy from the board. So we trade. I need to buy colony on Callisto. It just has to happen. Just the ability to double ping off of it, and it will solve the energy issue. And I should have done standard project the first time I went to buy a colony, because I would have saved $3. I'm not sure that the turn would have worked out correctly, but there we go, there and there. And do I have enough for Comet? We're missing $1? I must have a card that I didn't buy that I want to sell. I mean, I like Artificial Lake. I guess I get rid of the Space Haven, because getting this now gives me a ton of adjacencies. Then I can put down this greenery again for adjacencies, and now I'm back up and have enough for sulfur eating. We do really want to push Venus now, because I want those science tags to be giving me animals for 1 point each, and we're just not able to get that right now. Guess we can get some help on either oxygen or heat. I guess we take some heat, because the oxygen is coming up and we have a card that we want to use on it. Commercial district, I don't think, well, no, actually, both of the neutral greeneries block. So we could get a card and a point for it, but I'm so low on energy, I'd rather not. Grass is still a good grab, though, and we can keep selling steel, so we have a little bit more money than it appears at first blush. This is loaded up, so that's going to get me a card. And now I should have done this forever ago. Buy a colony or trade with Pluto. First I trade here just because it's free. And that's why the heat's going up as fast as it is. And look at that, we actually got this. Because I'm so shy on cash, do we not? Do we just trade with Pluto? That feels like a waste. I must buy a colony on Pluto. There's no way that's not right. Search for life, worms, I don't know. Those could be okay. Go in for more cards. I don't think I'm doing a Jovian strategy. Do I have the earth tags needed for heavy taxation? I do not. I most certainly want this energy. It enables me to play off the 2 colonies instead of the 1, and then forcing Callisto every time. Grass does get me a greenery right now. So does the domed crater, though. I think that you go with the domed crater, right? Which feels weird. But because I have titanium, I can still grab this bad lad. How do we get the insects played? Microbes, meh, but grass into... We don't have that many green tags, actually, it turns out. Also, Deimos down. Normally in a run, I'd be super stoked about that, but with all our energy spilling over, does it matter? I mean, it's kind of nice. Trade envoys, double Venus, a little bit of everything, little money microbe especially. Okay. This is at 6%. I'm gonna lose my ability to play Search for Life real soon. So I don't know what to do about that. I'm not Sure. So now if I had 2 colonies here, it would be resetting here, and I could trade for the 3. So I do feel a little bit bad in that way. Here, 5, 5. I don't know. Do I need cards right now? I think I need resources. Well, unless I got the Earth tag. Okay, well, we have the energy in hand, so let's trade here. Don't worry about any like inefficiencies. Quantum, solar wind. I mean, that's paid for itself immediately. Now I need science tags, right? I need a 4th science tag, so it's a good thing I did that just before Search for Life became unplayable. And then like here I put in 3 titanium. Oh, do I wait? Do I wait? Like the discount made sense to get right away, but now it might make sense to do things a little differently. I might even get my money microbes here and then play the air scraping. So that gets me enough for a greenery. Gets me a bunch of microbes. It's like a lot of money. I wish I had more oceans. But for now, air scraping loads this up, which then can do another one. So we're a step away from Venus. I'm tempted to do a standard project so that the government can get us to 18 and then Venusian is playable. Perhaps we do that. It's a little bit weird, but it will really open us up for next gen. I still have a fleet. I'm a little worried about the heat. I mean, this is 5 more heat next gen. It's not quite enough for the... Well, is it though? It's 8, and I move 2, right? So it is a break point for another heat bump. So let's do that, and we're not going to Search for Life. And now all of a sudden our animals for science tags are going to be set up, and that's going to be really nice. Oh, money back on space events. We like that. Sulfur research could be 3 points at this point. Heather's good. Maybe I'm grabbing too many cards, but it just feels very nice. All right, so Venusian animals, a little bit expensive. But then the floaters allows this to stay loaded up. Optimal aero braking. Solar wind. Artificial lake. Where would you even go? Perhaps we do a trade first for cards. And again, the production is just too late. Once again, aero-baked ammonia was a wasted grab. Every time, I swear, but it is what it is. Here we can get all of the plants. I need oceans is the problem. Yes, I have artificial lake, but I need like standard oceans, which is a bit weird of an ask. We do get money and heat back on space events here, so just do that one real quick. Yeah, there's a heat from the track. I mean, what are we doing here? Am I standard projecting an ocean? That feels so wrong. But when you have standard technology, everything can become efficient just because you want it to be, right? Now this could place onto money microbes, but it would only do it 3 times and pay for itself. I don't think I have anything that's benefiting green tags. Like, I don't get extra microbes, I don't get extra money. Worms is the only thing I would have, and it doesn't even get to the next break point. So I'm just going to play grass and double check that we're happy here. We get a microbe. I mean, the oxygen is looking great. Venus needs a little bit of help. I would like to have some cards to help me on some other fronts, but, you know, one step at a time. How many floaters? I wish I had a way of getting more floaters, because we're in an odd break point. And if I spend a turn loading it up to 3, it'll be overloaded and still not benefiting us too much. As always, we end up just going to Pluto over and over and over again. So, proving the fact that probably should have doubled up there. Now, the heat bumps, I mean, again, I can focus on getting plants instead of getting this energy. This is my last chance to get energy. It would be quite a bit. The only thing is, because I have Deimos down, you know, because I have Deimos down, I could just say screw it and focus on plants instead of getting extra energy. That kind of makes sense to me. It certainly is what I chose to do. It is a space event as well. So this goes down. We'll probably just grab this card. Pioneer Settlement, not something I was looking for. I do really like this city. I don't know why, but we're gonna buy it. We're gonna put some green rings around. Noctis City, you're also kind of up there. Now I could get that extra ocean placement from the artificial lake. Not sure where it would go just yet. I mean, we're Gen 11, so we have another full generation. I do have the Venus. Ooh, excuse me. I do have the Venus tags I need, I believe, for sulfur, because I played the Venus Govna. Let's do that. That's quite a few cards. Metal deposit, IO mining. Well, look, I'll get fish. Get an extra turn of collecting. And then this is really, like, playable. Just go for the money. It's fine. Maximize the adjacencies. I could steal for steel, which we'll probably do for the corporate stronghold. It's already got spots that have net positives. But we could still get discounts. Let's go and look for a card. Hope for a microbe tag. Very low chance, but 3 big points. Ugh, no. Insulation. Good to kill insulation, though. Good to kill insulation. There's a few cards I really didn't want to accidentally kill there, but we're kind of doing... Oh, I don't know. I don't think I got floaters on that card to load up a Venus bump. Oopsie. Shuttles, Ice Asteroid. Ice Asteroid is overkill. It's a space event that uses titanium, but I got lots to use titanium. Ganymede Colony is really funny. I have 1 Jovian, but I gave up on a multiplier already, and I have another multiplier in hand. But no money for that. Plantation is great, though. We can take that. So, once again, looking at trades, let's go and grab some cards. And pretty low hit there. Not too much to be excited about. But then we can trade again, this time for... What's annoying is I actually have Physics Complex, which would turn 6 energy into 2 points, and playing the card is another point because it has the science tag on it. The only problem is that 5 energy is not enough to use it, and I would be at 5 energy if I trade, and I still think that trading for 6 plants is better than the points from that card. But it was just a bit painful. Still no Venus resource. There's a few cards in the game that give you a Venus resource. I was really hoping that we might come across something like that. We did not. Okay. What is there to say? If I put a greenery here, it's even easier to justify a corporate stronghold beside it. I have enough plants for the extra greenery. I could just take a card, but I'll probably go for the adjacency. Do I standard project and ocean for a card here? Sure. A lot of things that won't cut it because this isn't loaded. I mean, the 2 heat bumps are nice. 2 Venus bumps when you're getting a big discount works just fine. Yeah, so like the cards are basically nothing. So Venus bump, Venus bump. A whole bunch of this is like no points on you, unplayable, too expensive, unplayable. So we already have the extra greenery on lock. Dawn City for 3 is looking mighty fine. We also have these microbes, by the way. We're not close to the next breakpoint on plants, so these don't matter. So yeah, we'll just take our city over there, our 2-point city over here, our soil factory over there, and then this here has a science tag on it, which gives us another Venus animal, but we're 1 energy shy with a colony of like 1 billion energy if we could just go and get it. But hey, that's oh no, I didn't even realize our TR situation. Oh god. Oh god, no. So we certainly have a lot of points and a ton of greeneries and cities, so that's looking great. 13 points, 20 points, 19 points, so a full terraform and over 100 points, but we did not get the 63 TR. What a tragedy. What a tragedy. I don't even know how to define this game. This game was a weird one. What do we play? Like, I don't remember. We got a strip mine and some mining up front. Where to double colony? I think I made the wrong... Well, I don't know if I made the wrong decision. I mean, our oxygen just barely aligned over the course of the whole game. Like, we were really not on track to hit our oxygen goals. And instead I didn't have to buy any or use any government bumps for oxygen. But would the card draw have been stronger? I mean, that's just the gamble, right? Sometimes the card draw will help you go to the moon, and other times it won't. I didn't feel our economy was very strong when we were making that decision. And by getting a bunch of extra greeneries on the board, getting some TR, getting the placement bonuses, we felt a little bit richer. And that made us wish that we had gone for cards. I think if we had gone for cards, we may have even found some decent cards, but we would have been too broke to actually do anything about it. So anyway, that's my take. Maybe you just always double colony on Pluto. Again, with only 2 colonies, you only get 2 cards plus the colony bonus twice. But because we got the +1 to trade, we could have gotten into the 3-card breakpoint. And like, again, there are ways to triple colonize a colony. There's ways to bump your trade in a couple different ways. I don't, in hindsight, the combos exist and you could have made that decision, but in the moment I still think we made the right decision to double up on the plants. In fact, and then doubling up on the energy, or not doubling, but getting the energy to enable us to trade and using it a couple turns in a row to get value out of the fact that we had 2 fleets. I felt that that made sense, right? Because we were making like a 3 energy profit. It was like a 3 heat income colony that could become more, just because we had a really cheap trade. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.